Hello everybody and welcome back to Lashes and Cream. As promised, this is another Valentine's Day makeup look. It's all about very bold eyeliner, very winged, and a very glossy red lip. So we're going to start as usual by priming our eyelid, top and bottom eyelids. Just make sure you have a nice canvas to work on. The base that I'm using is flesh toned, just because the eyeshadow I'm using is flesh toned as well. I'm going to start with a caramel colored matte eyeshadow, which is maybe a couple of shades darker than my skin tone. And when you're working with matte colors, just make sure that you really pack it on evenly, because matte eyeshadows can always look patchy. So you have to be very patient with that and layer it in a very even way. And this is it. I'm just using this one eyeshadow, and then I take a fluffy brush and I just spread out the color, especially around the edges, to soften them and make sure that you don't see the limit of where the eyeshadow starts and where it finishes, kind of. I apply the same color on the bottom lid, and of course you need to maybe apply more than one layer to make sure that you have the right color payoff that you're looking for. And then taking a gel eyeliner. Now this is the key feature of this look. What you need to know if you're a beginner with makeup, and especially eyeliner, is you need a lot of patience and a lot of practice. Now, if you watch closely, what I'm doing is I start by making a very, very thin line. I just follow the edges of my eyelash roots, and then I don't take the color and pack it on from the start. I really take my time with it and take very little gel liner at a time to just carve out or map out the shape that I want, and gradually I start to thicken that line until I'm satisfied with its thickness. So it's always better to start with a very thin line and thicken it as you go along, rather than do one that is too thick and having to correct it and fix mistakes afterwards. So like I said, be very patient and take your time. This may look like a simple look, but it is definitely one of the hardest because it has a lot of precision. And the less you have to clean up, the better it is and the faster it will go. So I'm lining the bottom roots of the lashes, as you can see. And only at the end do I start working on the inner corner there, as you can see. So try to keep it as thin as possible, especially around the inner corner, to really elongate the eye and really give it that cat shape, that cat eye shape. Once you're satisfied with the eyeliner intensity and thickness, etc., this is where you need to line both your water lines with a black kohl pencil or with the black gel liner. And then I just take some lashes that I cut in half and I just apply them on the outer corner, which is always super flattering when you're doing a winged eyeliner look. It's always nice to have the lashes that grow longer at the outer corner. So this is why I picked this shape. And regarding the eyelashes, you also need to take your time and just make sure that you're really tucking them in around the roots of the lashes so that they don't, come off after a few hours. And then I go with my concealer, which I blend out with my foundation brush as I'm closer to my cheeks, and then as I get closer to my eye, in order to not disturb the eyeshadow, I go with a smaller brush and just spread that out. Now, another tip for when you're doing an eyeliner look is you can take a very small, precise brush with some flesh colored powder that is ideally not too thick, and you just line the roots of the lashes with it, or the edges of the eyeshadow with it. And that's it, pretty much. I just applied my bronzer, and now I take a liquid black liner and I just cover the lash glue, the lash band, so that it fits and blends better with my natural lashes. This is a step you really, really must not skip. It does make a huge difference when you cover the lash glue with some black liner. And now I'm just reapplying a bit of that caramel eyeshadow I used earlier, just on the bottom lash line. And regarding the red lips, same thing. You need to be super patient with it and super precise. Just line your entire lips and fill them in with the same red lip liner before you go with lipstick. This will definitely grab the lipstick better, it will make it last longer, and yeah, and you can either leave it that way. I used a satin finish lipstick here, which means it's not too matte, but it's not super glossy. But I did want almost like a vinyl lip, so I did go over it with a very, very red glossy and like almost plastic looking lip gloss. And that's pretty much it. Of course, don't forget to apply mascara and you're good to go. So I hope you guys enjoyed this. Do try it out and do try to be patient when you're playing around with eyeliner. I'm sure it will pay off. It is definitely worth it. So that's the finished look. I hope you guys enjoyed this, and as usual, please comment, subscribe, share this video, and leave me some questions, whether on the blog or right here on the channel, on the video. I would really appreciate it. Thank you so much, and see you soon.